Indeed, of the many variables pushing down the cost of a Axie limitlessness token, a declining crypto market plays had the greatest impact. It began with the unexpected Merry Season auction in December 2021 that stopped Axie Vastness's November 2021 convention. This was firmly trailed by the January far-reaching crash that saw Axie limitlessness shed over 70% of its November top cost. Note, nonetheless, that by portraying Axie limitlessness's ongoing cost as modest, we don't imply that it is of unfortunate worth. All things considered, the ERC token is positioned as the 39th most significant digital money by market cap, and as of now has a live market cap surpassing $3 billion. We are basically expressing that it is underestimated and that its technicals and essentials show that it would be able and ought to improve. Pushing ahead, experts and financial backers are certain that Axie boundlessness token costs will quickly return and continue to establish new cost standards. In this aid, we will be letting you know when specialists accept Axies will bounce back, how high they anticipate that Axie endlessness costs should reach, and developing more factors that might have added to its low per token valuation. In the first place, however, we take a gander at its past value activity and how it carried it to what these examiners view as a modest cost. Axie vastness, Axies, value history from 2020 to 2022. Axie endlessness has a past filled with low per token valuation. What began during its ICO, when one Axies token was offered to institutional financial backers and customary dealers for $0.8 and $0.1 individually. The low-cost revival then followed it in the open business sectors, when it finished its most memorable day of exchanging, selling for 15 cents. Nonetheless, all through 2021, and with the help of an energizing crypto market and imaginative improvements inside the Axie vastness biological system, it had gone to critical lengths at getting away from this low valuation. In its initial year of activity, for example, Axie boundlessness developed its worth 1,100x to set the ongoing all-time high of $165. When it was hitting this pinnacle, most of examiners and financial backers anticipated that a supported convention would take it above $1,000 toward the finish of 2022. This upturn was, nonetheless, captured by an unexpected auction in December and crashed by the crypto market cost slump in January. At the hour of compassing, Axies has lost over 70% of its pinnacle worth, and it's impossible to tell when the Bitcoin-enlivened downtrend will turn around for Axies to continue its late 2021 cost run. Why is Axie limitlessness, Axies, so modest? There are various potential clarifications with respect to why Axie endlessness token cost is so modest by this much in a brief time frame. The clearest must be its over-reliance on the crypto market to impact its heading. This makes sense of why Axies token costs fell by one more 70%. When the market previously slumped in mid-May 2021, the overdependence available, and particularly Bitcoin's cost to impact its next cost move, implied that Axie limitlessness cost crash was unavoidable. When hodlers began selling their positions as a group in December 2021 and the better piece of January 2022. Other potential clarifications to why Axie vastness might be selling for modest today include relatively new and in-cost revelation. You may likewise contend that Axies is modest on the grounds that it is generally new and, subsequently, still in cost disclosure mode. It is yet to track down its in-burn worth. This makes it powerless against even the smallest market alarms. In a continuous market slump, for example, not even its developing number of day-to-day dynamic clients or creative improvements on the Axie limitlessness environment could save it from downtrending BTC costs. Low request, Axie boundlessness token costs could likewise be exchanging at somewhat low costs as a result of its restricted use cases that then, at that point, make sense of its low interest. Set forth plainly, the interest for the token wasn't sufficiently able to assist with countering the Bitcoin-motivated falling symbolic costs. High greatest inventory, Axie boundlessness could likewise be modest on the grounds that its swollen stock of 270 million tokens has put a cutoff on exactly the way in which high its costs can reach. It is entirely expected for altcoins with a tremendous inventory to struggle with developing their symbolic costs past a specific market cap, an ideal model being Cardano, which has had the hardest time getting away the $2 cost level. Would it be a good idea for me to purchase Axie boundlessness, Axies, while it is as yet modest? Indeed, you might consider exploiting the ongoing plunge and purchase Axie endlessness, while they are humble evaluated on the grounds that their cost is supposed to return and revitalize to more exorbitant cost levels. Just like with the mid-2021 plunge and various others before it, digital currencies will undoubtedly get away from this plunge and move to new highs. The main disadvantage to wagering on this hypothesis is that nobody knows when Axie's token costs will bounce back or how high they will get. Specialized investigators at Cryptocurrency Prediction are, nonetheless, persuaded that Axie limitlessness will in all probability bounce back and rally to $1,160 by 2025 and $3,270 by 2030. What effect does this have on your venture? To respond to this, we will begin by accepting that you just purchased Axie boundlessness tokens worth $1,000. Assuming the examination by this forecaster is precise and Axie's token costs reach $1,160 in December 2025, you will have developed your venture by 2,320% to reach $23,200. Also, assuming that you HODL further and Axie appreciates by 6,540% to reach $3,270 in 2030, you would have become your $1K speculation to $65,400. Is Axie vastness, Axie, worth purchasing? Indeed, Axie limitlessness tokens merit purchasing today on the grounds that the crypto resource has demonstrated to be a solid long-haul venture. Principal and specialized examiners and even Axie's financial backers are certain that Axie's token costs will keep ascending within a reasonable time frame. They base their good faith on the way that Axie boundlessness has supported an upturn since its send-off. They additionally contend that Axie is greatly versatile subsequent to noticing the straightforwardness with which the altcoin conquered what most view as the most unpredictable crypto market slump yet in mid-2021. Different variables that these examiners accept make Axie worth purchasing, since they will help launch the altcoin higher than ever, incorporate a recuperating crypto market, overhauls and expansion of new tasks to the Axie vastness environment, as well as developing day-to-day dynamic client numbers and prevalence of the Axie limitlessness game. Will Axie limitlessness, Axie, return? The staggering conviction among brokers in the crypto market is that Axie limitlessness token costs will quickly return, transcend the ongoing all-time high, and continue to establish new cost standards. The greater part are particularly persuaded that Axie has all it needs to bounce back and resume the late 2021 market rally toward the finish of 2022. Allow us to take a gander at when various experts anticipate that Axie's token costs should return and how high they expect the altcoin to come to. The all-famous specialized investigation stage, Wallet Financial Backer, demonstrates that the Axie token's recuperation will be somewhat sluggish. It anticipates that Axie should return quickly in the last 50% of the year and develop its worth by 375% to reach $188 toward the finish of 2022. Specialists at Conquora are similarly hopeful about the gaming token's capacity to recuperate, contending that it could almost certainly return by mid-2022. Before the year's over, they anticipate that Axie should have developed its ongoing business sector cost by over 500